Hello and what's good? I'm down at 14 and welcome to the show. A round of applause for everybody who's going to listen to this and who's going to join. I'm not benevolent and I'm not amazing. I know most people haven't been tuning into the show, and that's no fault of your own other than mine. I have been neglecting the show, personal reasons. I wish I could be honest and explain everything, but I can't. So I'll just say today's episode is going to be about the year 2024 in the whole entirety of its 15 16 days. It's been wild. It's been something. 2024 feels like the year of judgment, not to sound like, a hysterical mom, you know. But yeah, even just the beginning of 2024, usually you hear, oh, so much and so much people have killed themselves entering into the new years, so many people have died, and yada yada yada, which is true and bleak, but that's not the point. The year has been wild. It's been trippy. TD Jakes got ousted as what's the word? A dominant bottom, a power bottom, and trust me, that's weirdness on its own. P Diddy is thrown into the rope of it. A couple pastors here and there have been ousted for the things they do in the dark. We recently heard BBC come out with a documentary on TB Joshua. And I'm here like, okay, that's a little bit hard to buy because the man is dead. He's in the ground, so you kind of be like, okay, BBC, that's sus. But like, who am I to say, hey, BBC, you have a tendency to have one-sided situations and you're biased. But then that would just sound like a black guy who has conspiracy theories. You know how it be with these white people. I'm just saying, you hear the bill, you know for a fact that there's something they're trying to hide or something they're trying to say about a certain group of people and having power. But hey, the man did his country some good. He's a man, so he's bound to have his own faults, but still he prayed for people and some people found the light. That's good in its own right? But like I was trying to say, 2024 feels like that year where if you're not careful and you're not on the right side of everything you're supposed to be doing, it could easily go downhill pretty quick. And it's a leap year, apparently. But for me, who's Zambian, 2024 has come with the realization that most people do not know how to take care of themselves. What do I mean? We shouldn't have to wait for government officials and health officials to tell us to take care of ourselves and the things we eat from or use in our daily lives. And with the recent cholera, cholera, how do I say that word right without biting my tongue while speaking fast? Corella. See, corella outbreak in Zambia. It's been awkward. I know people are going to hear me say cholera and be like, he bit his tongue, which I actually did. But yeah, with the recent cholera outbreak in Zambia, it's been one of those things where you realize that, okay, with the rampant number of people in society currently that are having kids and not exactly doing much and dealing with the asperatic weather conditions that are around, you realize that certain age groups don't really know how to take care of themselves. And I don't want to say this and sound like it's backed or whatnot, but a lot of the people who are having these correla conditions are in a certain age group, an age bracket, and I'm in that age bracket, and it makes you think. It makes you think and analyze certain things about the culture and the country and the people. Um, I wish there were better drainage systems in the country, and anyone who has been in Zambia and Lusaka especially knows that there is an issue with drainage systems. Where I live in Livella South, um, it being a place that was sort of like a river, little lake situation, the land is slightly rocky and hilly. So, of course, you have water settling in different places, especially that some of these places here in Zambia aren't really planned all that well. You have people building anywhere and everywhere. So you end up having people move or make roads and passages into tight little spaces to get to and from quite easily. That becomes an issue because people don't really go using bathrooms in their homes. They end up going into the roads to pee, little corners, and people then move in those muddy, dirty places. It's not cool. And I've been worrying about such because if things go the way they're going, there'll be another COVID lockdown situation because Corella is one of those ailments that can get real bad real quick, you know? And so I sort of worry about that because, people are secretive about the way things go down. So I just want to hope that people out here are being clean, being safe, and, taking care of themselves. Get on a healthy diet. Make sure you're washing your hands whenever you touch something. Carry some hand sanitizer, or when you go out to do certain things, or even everything. Don't greet too many people because you don't know what they've been touching. Just say hi. How you doing? Don't always touch hands or hug, kiss. But yeah, just be careful and make sure you're doing the right thing. Make sure you're being an upholding citizen. Because I really feel like this is going to be the year that makes and breaks people because of at the speed it's going and the way it's acting, you'd have to be very careful because if it creeps up on you unexpectedly, you're really going to feel it. Anyway, um, I, I guess I'm going to have to end the episode here. And yeah, like I said, 2024 really feels like it's the year of judgment, and as people, we need to communicate and be upholding, because a society is only made up of the people within it. And if all the people within it are crooked and mischievous, that's a very bad society. It's a very bad community. So, yeah. This has been Down at 14, and thank you for listening to Before the Crowd.